Have you ever felt like you're running in place? Like every effort, no matter how well planned or executed, seems to lead nowhere? You keep pushing forward, but the progress you long for remains elusive, just out of reach. It's easy to mistake these moments for failure, to think that all your hard work is in vain. But what if I told you that just beyond the next turn, life is setting up something grand for you? That understanding could shift everything, turning frustration into hope, confusion into anticipation. Because if you look closely, you'll notice the universe has always been dropping hints, quiet whispers of a major victory waiting for you just ahead. These signs, though subtle and often overlooked, are breadcrumbs leading you toward a breakthrough that has the power to change your life in unimaginable ways. For anyone feeling caught in the tension of anticipation, knowing that something monumental is coming but unsure exactly when or how, these signs act as a beacon. They offer reassurance that not only is progress within reach, but that a significant victory is on the verge of unfolding. So, let's explore these unmistakable indicators that you're about to win big in your life. There's a certain kind of restlessness that isn't rooted in anxiety or stress, but in something deeper, a whisper from within, an internal shift. This feeling often emerges unexpectedly, like a fleeting moment of unease or an inexplicable surge of energy. It's subtle, but it's profound. You feel it not in your mind but in your soul, a vibration, an awakening, a knowing that something monumental is about to happen in your life. Unlike the grand dramatic signs we might expect, such as a rare event or a mysterious coincidence, the universe often communicates through quiet whispers. These whispers resonate deep within us, stirring a part of ourselves that is connected to something much larger than we can consciously understand. This sense of restlessness is not random. It is purposeful. It is the universe nudging you, gently shaking you out of complacency, urging you to pay attention. When you feel this inner stirring, it is not a signal to worry. It is a sign that you are standing on the brink of a significant breakthrough. The restlessness you feel is akin to the charged air before a storm, filled with potential and energy, signaling that a profound shift is about to occur. This internal stirring is your subconscious attuning itself to the cosmic frequencies, recognizing the signs of change before your conscious mind can catch up. What does this mean for you? Recognize this feeling for what it truly is, a call to attention. It is the universe's way of saying, get ready. Your moment is near. This restlessness is your intuition speaking, urging you not to ignore the opportunities that are about to present themselves. It's telling you that something you've been working toward, something you may have even forgotten, is about to manifest in your life. Consider this restlessness as a sailor would consider the wind picking up at sea. The change in weather signals that it's time to adjust the sails and prepare for a new direction. Likewise, when you feel this anticipation, it's time to align your mindset, actions, and energy with the coming transformation. Stay open to new possibilities, be ready to pivot, and most importantly, trust that this internal signal is guiding you toward your big win. This anticipation isn't merely about expecting something good to happen. It's about being actively engaged in the process. It encourages you to seek out new opportunities, to take bold action, and to trust in the journey even when the destination remains unclear. It's a reminder that success doesn't always follow a straight path. It often requires us to navigate unexpected twists and turns, guided by our inner compass. When you feel this surge of restlessness or anticipation, don't dismiss it as mere nerves or anxiety. Embrace it as a sign that you are aligned with something far greater than yourself, a signal that your time to shine is near. Chaos. The very word often conjures images of disorder, confusion, and uncertainty. Yet, within the intricate web of our lives, chaos does not always signal misfortune. Instead, it can be a powerful indicator that the universe is reshuffling the elements of your life to bring about a major breakthrough. Consider this. Before any grand creation, there is often a period of deconstruction. Imagine building a house. Before you can erect a new, beautiful structure, you first have to clear the land, break down any old crumbling structures, and excavate the earth to lay a solid foundation. The process is noisy, dusty, and chaotic, but it's also necessary. Without this phase of apparent disorder, the dream home you envision could never become a reality. This metaphor extends beyond physical construction. It applies to our personal and professional lives as well. Periods of great chaos often signal that a profound transformation is about to take place. It's as though the universe is in flux, rearranging itself to align with your deepest desires and ambitions. Such times, while challenging, are not mere obstacles. They are opportunities for growth, clearings for the new to emerge. When chaos unfolds around you, it's tempting to interpret it as a sign that things are going wrong. But if you shift your perspective, you'll see that chaos often precedes some of the most significant breakthroughs. The old ways of thinking and being no longer serve you, and the universe is urging you to evolve, adapt, and innovate. This upheaval, while uncomfortable, is a vital part of the transformation process. How should you navigate this chaos? Embrace it. See it for what it truly is. Not just disruption, but potential. Chaos is a sign that you are on the verge of a pivotal transformation. It's the universe's way of shaking things up, forcing you to let go of what no longer serves you and making space for something new and better to take its place. Just as a storm clears the air and replenishes the earth, so too does chaos clear away the outdated structures in your life, creating fertile ground for new growth. During times of chaos, it's crucial to maintain your sense of purpose and direction. While the path ahead may not always be clear, trust that this tumultuous phase is laying the groundwork for something remarkable. Chaos is not an enemy to be feared, but a force to be harnessed. It is a call to action, urging you to clear the ground, prepare for the new, and remain steadfast in the belief that from the depths of chaos, a new order will emerge. Instead of recoiling in fear or frustration when faced with chaos, view it as a profound opportunity for growth and renewal. It's a sign that you are on the brink of a pivotal transformation, one that could redefine the trajectory of your life. Chaos, with all its unpredictability and potential for innovation, is not just a phase to endure, but a dynamic force that propels us toward our most significant victories. In the journey of life, there are moments when everything seems to stand still. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and it feels as though nothing is changing. You find yourself caught in a pattern, a loop of repetition where progress seems elusive. This prolonged period of stillness can be frustrating, and it's easy to mistake it for stagnation. But in truth, this quiet phase may be the universe's way of gathering energy for the monumental leap that's about to take place. It's a curious phenomenon. Some of the most significant breakthroughs in life come after extended periods of inertia. The essence of a breakthrough is a sudden dramatic shift, a leap forward that seems to come out of nowhere. But in reality, these shifts are the result of accumulated energy, time, and effort. It's as though the universe has been quietly working in the background, setting the stage for your next big move. Consider this: when you pull back the string of a bow, there's a moment of stillness, a pause, before the arrow is released. The energy gathers, the tension builds, and then, almost suddenly, the arrow flies forward with great speed and precision. Life operates in much the same way. What appears to be a period of waiting or stillness is actually a time of preparation, where the universe is aligning all the pieces for your breakthrough. So how do you navigate these quiet moments? Recognize them for what they are, not a dead end, but a preparatory stage. This is the time for introspection, for refining your goals and aligning with your deepest ambitions. It's a time to rest, recharge, and gather your strength. Use this period of stillness to cultivate your passions, to explore your inner world, and to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for the leap that lies ahead. Patience is key here. Not passive waiting, but active preparation. Think of it as the calm before the storm of transformation. The wheels of change are turning, even if you cannot see them yet. The seeds of your future success are germinating beneath the surface, and soon, they will burst forth into the light. This period of apparent stagnation is a reminder that life doesn't always move in a linear fashion. Sometimes we need to take a step back to gather momentum for the leap forward. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, and that the breakthrough you've been waiting for is quietly assembling itself, preparing to unfold in ways you can't yet imagine. In the pursuit of success and the realization of our dreams, we often find ourselves in the midst of relentless striving. The path can be challenging, filled with obstacles and setbacks. Yet, amidst all this, there's a profound sign that you are on the verge of a major breakthrough: the emergence of deep inner peace. This peace doesn't come from external circumstances, nor does it mean that everything is suddenly easy or free of challenges. Rather, it's a serene confidence that arises from within, a feeling that despite the chaos and struggle, you are exactly where you need to be. This tranquility is a powerful indicator that you are aligned with your true path. When you experience this deep inner peace, it's a sign that your actions, thoughts, and desires are in harmony with your higher self and the universe. It's an affirmation that the challenges you face are not obstacles, but necessary steps in your journey. This peace is not an absence of difficulty, but a perspective shift, a knowing that you have done the work, that you are on the right track, and that success is imminent. What does this inner peace mean for your journey? It's a signal that you are in tune with your true purpose. This peace is a reflection of the alignment between your inner world and your outer actions. It indicates that you are making decisions that resonate with your core values, and that you are on a path that is authentically yours. Moreover, this inner calm is a testament to the trust you have cultivated in the process. It's a recognition that every step, whether forward or backward, is part of the larger narrative of your life, guiding you toward your ultimate victory. This peace is not passive. It is an active force, a source of strength that allows you to navigate the highs and lows of your journey with grace and resilience. This tranquility is also a reminder that success is not just about the destination, but about the journey itself. It's about cultivating harmony within yourself, finding balance amidst the striving, and trusting that every challenge is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. In the intricate dance of life, energy operates as a currency in the vast economy of the universe. The balance between what we give and what we take holds profound significance. One of the clearest signs that you are aligned with the path to winning big is when you find yourself contributing more energy to the universe than you are withdrawing. This positive energy exchange is crucial. The universe mirrors the energy we emit, rewarding those who elevate the collective consciousness through their actions, thoughts, and intentions. When we give more than we take, whether through acts of kindness, gratitude, creativity, or service, we align ourselves with the flow of abundance. How does this principle work? It's simple. The more you contribute to the world in a positive way, the more the universe responds in kind. This is not about seeking rewards, but about understanding that everything in life is energy, and what you put out into the universe has a way of coming back to you. Acts of generosity, compassion, and gratitude are powerful ways to contribute energy to the universe. When you express gratitude, you acknowledge the abundance in your life, which invites more abundance to flow to you. When you share love and kindness without expectation, you create ripples of positive energy that eventually find their way back to you, often in unexpected and amplified ways. The universe operates on principles of reciprocity and balance. When you give from a place of authenticity and love, the universe takes notice. This energetic contribution elevates not only your own vibrational frequency, but also the frequency of those around you. It's a feedback loop of positivity. What you put out into the world comes back to you, multiplied. What can you do to amplify this positive energy? Focus on giving without expectation, whether it's through creative expression, helping others, or simply spreading love and positivity. Each action sends ripples through the energetic fabric of the universe. By consciously choosing to put more energy into the world than you take, you align yourself with the flow of abundance and open yourself to receiving the universe's bounty. This principle of energetic contribution is not just about personal gain. It's about creating a world where collective success and well-being are in harmony with our individual aspirations. When we contribute positive energy to the universe, we sow the seeds for a future where success is not just a personal triumph, but a collective celebration of the light and positivity we have chosen to embody. These 5 signs, the restlessness within, the chaos of transformation, the stillness before the breakthrough, the deep inner peace, and the power of energetic contribution, are not just random occurrences. They are profound indicators that you are on the verge of a major victory. Each of these signs serves as a reminder that the universe is working in your favor, guiding you toward the success and transformation you've been longing for. As you move through life, pay attention to these subtle signals. They are the universe's way of communicating with you, offering reassurance that even in the midst of uncertainty and challenge, you are on the right path. Trust in the journey, embrace the twists and turns, and know that the breakthrough you seek is not just possible, it is inevitable. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on new content that can help you on your journey. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how the universe is speaking to you. And if you're looking for even more inspiration, check out the links below to dive deeper. Thank you for being here, and remember, your time to win big is near.
Have you ever considered how much we communicate with our hands? From waving to a friend to the firm grip of a handshake, our hands speak volumes without words. But what if I told you that beyond these everyday gestures lies a vast well of psychic energy, waiting to be activated? Across cultures and traditions, hands have always been seen as more than just tools for physical work. They are conduits of a deeper, invisible power, the power to heal, to balance, and to transform. In this exploration, we will dive into the hidden psychic abilities of your hands, their connection to universal energies, and practical ways you can unlock their healing potential. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand the deeper nature of your hands, but also gain practical exercises to channel their energy for healing yourself and others. This is a journey of both discovery and empowerment, one that reveals the profound connections between mind, body, spirit, and the energy that flows through them all. All of nature follows a specific design, an ancient and sacred geometry that manifests in everything around us, from the spiraling galaxies in the cosmos to the unfolding petals of a rose. This design is known as the golden ratio, a mathematical proportion approximately equal to 1.618. The fascinating thing about this ratio is that it can be found not only in the shapes and structures of the natural world, but also within our very own anatomy. Look at your hand, for example. If you measure the segments of your fingers, you'll find that each section is about 1.618 times longer than the previous one. This isn't a coincidence. It's a reflection of a universal order, an intricate pattern that governs all life forms. The reason this ratio is so prevalent in nature is because it allows energy to flow smoothly and harmoniously across different dimensions. From the smallest atoms to the largest planets, this ratio creates a space for energy to circulate, to balance, and to sustain life. This natural pattern, known as the divine proportion, isn't just about aesthetics or mathematical beauty. It's a functional code for the flow of energy. In your hands, the very structure of your bones, joints, and muscles follows this sacred pattern, allowing your hands to be natural conduits of energy. Whether you are conscious of it or not, every time you move your hands, you're interacting with energy fields around you. This brings us to an essential question: how can we consciously harness this energy for healing and transformation? To understand the full psychic potential of our hands, we must explore the nature of energy fields. Though invisible to the naked eye, these fields have been studied by some of the greatest minds in history, including Albert Einstein and the French mathematician Élie Cartan. Together, they developed what is known as the Einstein-Cartan theory, which explores how torsion fields, subtle, twisting fields of energy, can influence and interact with matter. Torsion fields are believed to be present around any object with certain geometric properties, such as the golden ratio. In essence, these fields create a subtle electromagnetic interaction with the surrounding environment, including our bodies. This interaction may explain why we sometimes feel sensations or vibes from people or places, even if we cannot see anything physically present. It may also explain certain paranormal phenomena, such as ghost sightings or energy sensations, that science has yet to fully explain. When you move your hands, which are shaped according to the golden ratio, you generate a balancing effect in the surrounding torsion fields. Simply moving your hands near someone, or even over your own body without touching it, can help harmonize energy, creating a subtle yet profound healing effect. This isn't magic. It's a reflection of how our hands, through their very design, interact with the natural forces that permeate the universe. Many spiritual traditions recognize the hands as powerful centers of energy. In Hinduism, Ayurveda, and pranic healing, the hands are used to scan, cleanse, and direct energy to areas of imbalance in the body. Prana, or life force energy, is channeled through the hands to activate healing and restore balance. Similarly, in Chinese practices like Tai Chi and Qigong, precise hand movements are used to circulate and harmonize energy through the body's meridian system. This ancient knowledge reflects a profound truth. Our hands are intimately connected to our energy centers, or chakras. The palm of the hand in particular is a powerful area where our energy points are reflected. According to energy healing practices, the left hand is receptive, receiving energy from the environment, while the right hand is projective, giving energy out into the world. This dynamic flow of energy through the hands is central to many healing techniques, including Reiki, where practitioners channel healing energy into a person's energy field without even needing to touch the physical body. Consider for a moment the times you've instinctively placed your hand on a sore spot, whether it's a headache or a stomach ache. This natural response is more than just a reflex. It's an ancient, intuitive understanding of how to use your hands to direct healing energy. With focused intention and awareness, this simple act can become a profound tool for healing. Recent scientific studies have begun to shed light on how nonverbal communication, particularly through touch and gesture, can significantly affect our mental and physical well-being. Numerous studies show that nonverbal signals, including hand gestures, impact us far more than spoken words. This is because gestures are often more congruent with our emotions and intentions than verbal communication. When the two are in conflict, we naturally trust the non-verbal cues more. But beyond communication, there is mounting evidence that touch itself has healing properties. When you place your hand over an area of pain, the body responds by activating its natural healing mechanisms. Nerve endings in the skin detect this touch, sending signals to the brain that trigger the release of healing hormones such as oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. This process demonstrates how intimately connected our minds and bodies are, and how touch can serve as a bridge between the two. In Ayurvedic practices, the hands are believed to contain numerous energy centers called mama points. These points regulate the flow of prana, the life force energy, throughout the body. By gently stimulating these points through touch, practitioners can restore balance to the body's energy system and promote healing on both a physical and emotional level. While the physical movements of our hands play an important role in energy healing, there is an even deeper layer to explore: intention. In spiritual and energy healing traditions, intention is everything. The energy we channel through our hands is deeply influenced by our thoughts, emotions, and awareness. To unlock the full psychic potential of your hands, you need to combine mental energy, emotional energy, and focused awareness. The first step is to set a clear and focused intention. Whether you are healing yourself or another person, your mind must be fully committed to the purpose. You might say to yourself, "I am going to heal with my hands." This mental affirmation serves as a blueprint for the energy you are about to channel. The second step is to engage your emotions. Healing is not just a mechanical process, it's an emotional one. As you prepare to channel energy, allow yourself to feel deeply the emotions of love, compassion, and healing. These emotions act as fuel for the energy you will direct through your hands. Finally, the third and most crucial element is awareness. You must be fully present in the moment, conscious of every movement, every sensation. As you move your hands, whether over yourself or another, feel the energy flowing through them. Be aware of the subtle shifts in the body and the environment around you. This heightened state of awareness amplifies the healing process, making your hands powerful instruments of transformation. Now that we've explored the theory behind the psychic power of hands, let's move on to practical exercises you can use to awaken this energy and put it into practice. Exercise 1. The energy circuit, uniting heart and mind. Begin by placing your hands together in front of your chest, at the height of your heart center. This position, often seen in religious practices such as prayer, is more than a gesture of humility or devotion. It creates an energy circuit, connecting the left and right sides of your brain, which govern logic and creativity. By bringing your hands together, you integrate these two aspects of yourself, generating a flow of mental energy through your hands. As you hold your hands together, focus on the present moment. Breathe deeply and feel the energy circulating between your palms. Stay in this position for at least 1 minute, fully aware of the sensations in your hands. This simple exercise helps to balance your internal energy and prepare your hands for healing work. Exercise 2. Rubbing the hands, activating the energy vortices. The next exercise involves rubbing your hands together to activate the energy vortices in your palms. This is a common technique used in energy healing practices to amplify the flow of energy. To begin, rub your hands together briskly for about 1 to 2 minutes, generating heat and friction. As you do this, imagine the energy in your body collecting in your hands, ready to be directed for healing. Once you've generated enough heat, stop and hold your hands a few inches apart. You should feel a subtle tingling sensation between your palms. This is the psychic energy building up. To test its power, try moving your hands closer together and then farther apart. Notice how the energy feels. It might be warm, magnetic, or even pulsating. This exercise is a powerful way to activate the psychic potential in your hands. Exercise 3. Ethereal massage, healing without touch. For this exercise, you will practice the art of healing without physical contact. This technique is similar to a massage, but is performed by moving your hands a few inches above the area that needs healing. Begin by rubbing your hands together to activate the energy vortices, as in the previous exercise. Then, place your hands over the area you wish to heal, whether it's your own body or someone else's. As you move your hands slowly in a clockwise direction, focus on the energy flowing from your hands into the area you are working on. Imagine this energy harmonizing and balancing the body's energy field. If you're healing a headache, for example, gently move your hands in circular motions above the person's head, visualizing the energy clearing away tension and restoring balance. Continue this for about 5 minutes. Then ask the person how they feel. Many people report feeling immediate relief from pain or tension after just a few minutes of this ethereal massage. Exercise 4. Psychometry, seeing with your hands. In this advanced exercise, you will practice psychometry, the ability to gain information about an object, place, or person through touch or proximity. This exercise trains you to see with your hands by sensing the subtle energy fields around an object. To begin, find an object you are unfamiliar with or ask someone to hide an object from you. Close your eyes or use a blindfold for better results. Hold your hands over the object without touching it. Stay fully focused on the present moment and be open to any impressions that come to you. These might include subtle sensations of texture, temperature, or even colors and shapes. Over time, you'll begin to develop a heightened sensitivity to the energy fields around objects, allowing you to sense information that is not immediately visible to the physical eye. Your hands hold an incredible potential, not just for physical tasks, but as powerful instruments for healing and transformation. By understanding the deeper geometry of life, the subtle energy fields that surround us, and the science behind touch, you can begin to awaken the psychic power of your hands. Whether you are healing yourself, helping a loved one, or simply exploring the vast possibilities of energy work, the key lies in combining intention, emotion, and awareness. As you practice these techniques, remember that healing is not just about fixing physical ailments. It's about balancing energy, restoring harmony, and reconnecting with your inner self. In this way, healing becomes a journey of self-discovery, a path that leads not only to physical health, but to spiritual awakening and deeper understanding of the universe. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the hidden power in your hands. I invite you to continue practicing, experimenting, and unlocking the full potential of your hands as tools of healing, creation, and transformation. If you enjoyed this journey and want to explore even deeper mysteries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll stay connected and be the first to receive new insights and practices that will support you on your spiritual path. Let's continue this transformative journey together.
Today, we embark on a journey of profound exploration into a transformation many chosen ones are experiencing in this very moment, the second spiritual awakening. Have you felt an undeniable stirring within your soul recently? A quiet yet persistent sense that a new chapter of consciousness is dawning? This is no ordinary change. It is a divine metamorphosis, a sacred calling to rise to an entirely new level of spiritual evolution. If the first awakening was like opening your spiritual eyes for the very first time, then the second awakening is akin to gaining high-definition clarity. It is as if a black and white world suddenly bursts into vibrant color, unveiling the true nuances and vibrations of reality. This extraordinary transformation allows you to see not just with your eyes, but with your heart and soul. It's a deeper, more profound awakening that elevates your existence beyond what you ever imagined. Let us dive into the essence of this sacred transformation and uncover the signs that indicate you are walking the divine path of the second awakening. While the first awakening marked the beginning of your spiritual journey, a liberation from the illusions of a purely material existence, the second awakening takes this journey to unimaginable heights. During the first awakening, you may have questioned your reality, peeled back the layers of societal conditioning, and recognized the presence of something infinitely greater than yourself. It was a pivotal moment of realization, a gateway to your spiritual essence. However, the second awakening transcends even this. It is not just an awareness, but a complete transformation of how you experience and interact with reality. Every thought becomes a creative force, every emotion a divine tool for growth, and every action an intentional act of manifesting your higher self. It is as if the universe is whispering directly to your soul, guiding you toward the ultimate alignment with your divine purpose. This awakening brings with it a heightened consciousness, a new lens through which you perceive the world. It reveals that everything is connected, that your thoughts, emotions, and actions ripple outward to shape not only your reality, but the collective reality of the world. Let us uncover the sacred signs that indicate your soul is undergoing this profound shift. These signs are not mere coincidences, but divine confirmations that God is working within you, calling you to a higher purpose. Number 1. Perception of vibrational frequencies. The second awakening begins subtly yet profoundly, often with an enhanced sensitivity to the unseen vibrational energies that weave through existence. It feels as though an invisible veil has been lifted, unveiling a deeper reality that was always present, but never fully perceived. You become acutely aware of the energetic currents that surround and flow through you, as if every thought, every intention, is charged with a magnetic frequency capable of shaping the very fabric of your reality. What once seemed fleeting and abstract now feels tangible, resonant, and alive. This heightened awareness transforms your inner world, becoming a compass that steers your choices and relationships. You naturally begin to distance yourself from the people, environments, and activities that drain or clash with your newfound vibration. It's not a conscious rejection, but an organic shift. A quiet, intuitive knowing that these aspects no longer serve your growth. Superficial connections and shallow interactions fade into the background, replaced by the profound magnetism of alignment. In their place, deeper and more meaningful connections emerge, almost effortlessly. These new bonds feel destined, as if they are extensions of your soul's purpose, drawn together by the invisible strings of shared resonance. Every encounter, every interaction, becomes imbued with significance, reflecting the clarity of your inner state. Through this process, you begin to embody a harmonious balance, shedding the energies that no longer belong and embracing those that uplift and expand your spirit. The second awakening is not merely a moment of revelation, it is a journey of becoming, a return to your authentic self, where every vibration and thought flows in harmony with the greater symphony of the universe. In this state, you feel empowered, aligned, and deeply connected to the infinite possibilities of creation. Number 2. Dissolution of the ego. Perhaps the most profound and challenging aspect of the second awakening is the dissolution of the ego. This process is not a gentle unraveling, but often feels like the shattering of an identity you once held dear. The ego, built on the scaffolding of appearances, possessions, achievements, and societal labels, begins to lose its grip as the illusion of its permanence fades. For so long, it defined who you thought you were, shaping your desires, fears, and relationships. But as your awareness deepens, you come to a startling realization. Your true essence lies far beyond the confines of what you own, how you appear, or how others perceive you. This awakening can feel like an existential crisis. The frameworks you once trusted, your beliefs, values, and the structures of the world around you begin to crumble. What seemed solid now feels hollow, leaving you questioning everything. The loss of this false sense of self can be disorienting, even frightening, as it forces you to confront the emptiness left behind. But within this deconstruction lies an unparalleled opportunity for liberation. The ego does not dissolve quietly. It resists fiercely. It manifests as fear, doubt, or a desperate clinging to the old ways of being. You might feel the pull to retreat into familiar patterns, to rebuild the illusion of control. Yet, each step forward, however small, leads you closer to a divine truth that transcends the ego's limitations. It is a journey of surrender, of letting go of the need to define yourself through external means and embracing the infinite light within. With time, the fear gives way to peace, and the doubts dissolve into clarity. What emerges is a profound connection to your authentic self, a version of you that is unbound, limitless, and aligned with the divine essence of the universe. In shedding the ego, you do not lose yourself. You finally come home to who you truly are. Number 3. Awakening to interconnectedness. Another profound hallmark of the second awakening is the realization of the interconnectedness of all things. It is as if a deeper layer of reality is revealed, where you perceive the invisible threads that weave together every being, every action, and every emotion into a grand, unified tapestry. This awareness dissolves the illusion of separateness, showing you that no thought, word, or deed exists in isolation. Suddenly, the barriers between self and other blur, and you feel a deep kinship with all life, a shared essence that flows through everything. This realization inspires profound empathy and compassion. You begin to understand that to serve others is not merely an act of kindness. It is an act of self-love, for in lifting others, you lift yourself. This unity consciousness shifts your focus from individual gain to collective well-being. The old ways of striving for personal success, recognition, or material wealth begin to feel hollow, replaced by a yearning to contribute meaningfully to the greater whole. As this perspective takes root, you may feel an undeniable calling to realign your life. Your career, relationships, and goals come under scrutiny as you seek to ensure they reflect your higher purpose. Choices once guided by ambition or convenience are now infused with intention, aimed at serving the interconnected web of existence. Even the simplest activities, whether preparing a meal, helping a stranger, or tending to the earth, take on a sacred significance, for you begin to see their place in the divine plan. This unity consciousness does not diminish your individuality. Instead, it expands it. You become a unique note in the symphony of creation, harmonizing with the greater whole. In recognizing the oneness of all things, you unlock a deeper, more fulfilling way of living, one where love, purpose, and connection become the foundation of your existence. Number 4. Intense emotional release. The second awakening often brings with it the unlocking of long-repressed emotions, allowing them to rise to the surface in their raw, unfiltered form. These emotions, grief, joy, love, anger, or even fear, can emerge unexpectedly, like powerful waves washing over you. Their intensity may feel overwhelming at first, as if the dam of your heart has burst open. But these emotional releases are not random. They are sacred. They are the soul's way of cleansing itself, purging the old, stagnant energies that have weighed you down for so long. Each release, though challenging, is an act of healing. The grief you feel might be for parts of yourself you've lost along the way, or for dreams you had to let go of. The joy might arise from the rediscovery of your inner light. And the love, the profound, unshakable love, may remind you of your connection to the divine. These emotions are not there to punish or burden you. They are there to liberate you. They create space within your soul, making room for divine light, peace, and clarity to flow freely. As you allow these feelings to surface and move through you, you'll notice a shift within. The heaviness that once clung to you begins to dissipate. You become lighter, freer, and more attuned to the flow of divine energy coursing through your being. This process is not linear, nor is it always easy. Some days will feel like a flood, others like a calm stream. But with each wave that comes and goes, you are stepping closer to wholeness. Through this journey of emotional release, you gain not only healing, but also wisdom. You learn to honor your feelings as sacred messengers, guiding you toward deeper alignment with your true self. In this way, the second awakening transforms you from within, revealing a heart that beats in harmony with the divine. Number 5. A deepened intuition. As the second awakening unfolds, your intuition blossoms into a powerful and reliable guide, a direct line to divine wisdom that feels both profound and natural. What was once dismissed as a vague gut feeling now emerges with striking clarity, a voice of inner knowing that cuts through the noise of doubt and confusion. This intuition is not something new you have learned. Rather, it is an ancient gift you're remembering, a sacred faculty that awakens as you align with your true essence. Each intuitive insight feels like a revelation, as if a veil has been lifted to reveal a hidden truth. These moments of clarity illuminate your path with an unmistakable certainty, steering you toward choices and opportunities that resonate with your higher purpose. Whether it's a gentle nudge to follow an unexpected direction, a sudden understanding of a complex situation, or an unshakable sense of what is right for you, this guidance feels deeply rooted in wisdom beyond the limits of the mind. What sets this intuition apart is the trust it evokes. You come to rely on it not as a fleeting feeling, but as the voice of the divine within you. It bypasses logic and reason, speaking directly to your soul in a language that is unmistakable and undeniable. With each step forward, your faith in this guidance deepens. You find yourself making decisions with ease and confidence, knowing they are aligned with your highest good. This reconnection to your intuition transforms your perspective on life. Challenges no longer feel like random obstacles but opportunities for growth revealed through inner wisdom. The chaos of uncertainty is replaced by a sense of flow and alignment. As you embrace this sacred gift, you realize that the answers you seek have always been within you, waiting for this moment of awakening to be heard. The journey of the second awakening is as transformative as it is challenging. It is not a smooth or linear path, but one that requires courage, resilience, and unwavering faith. The ego, fearing its dissolution, clings tightly to its familiar ways. Old patterns and limiting beliefs, deeply ingrained in your psyche, may resurface with renewed intensity. Moments of doubt and confusion may arise, making you question whether you are truly progressing. Yet, these trials are not obstacles to deter you. They are sacred opportunities for growth, placed on your path to refine and elevate your soul. Every challenge you face holds a profound purpose. When you confront fear and choose love instead, you transcend the limitations of the ego. When you release the weight of the past, be it regrets, pain, or attachments, you make space for divine light to enter. And when you step into the unknown with faith and trust, you open the door to possibilities far beyond what you could have imagined. Each step, no matter how small, carries you closer to your authentic self and raises your consciousness to new heights. The rewards of this journey are boundless and deeply fulfilling. You will discover a profound inner peace, one that is unshaken by external circumstances. This peace becomes the foundation of your life, radiating outward in waves of love, compassion, and purpose. Your transformation will inspire others, encouraging them to embark on their own spiritual journeys, not through words, but by the example of your being. Most importantly, this journey leads you to reconnect with your divine essence, the eternal truth of who you are. You come to realize that you are not your fears, your achievements, or your failures. You are a limitless soul, a spark of the divine, here to shine your light and fulfill your sacred purpose. This is the ultimate gift of the second awakening, a homecoming to your truest self. The second awakening is not the culmination of your spiritual journey, but rather the commencement of a profound new chapter. It serves as a sacred invitation to live as a radiant beacon of light in the world, embodying the boundless love and infinite wisdom of the divine in every moment of your existence. As you walk this enlightened path, you will come to realize that your very presence has the power to transform the lives of those around you. Your energy becomes a catalyst for positive change, inspiring others to seek their own inner light. Remember, this journey is uniquely yours. There is no singular path to the second awakening. It unfolds organically, guided by the rhythm of your soul and the whispers of the universe. Each individual's experience is a personal tapestry woven from their own insights, challenges, and revelations. Trust the process wholeheartedly, embracing the transformations that arise with an open heart and mind. Know that you are being divinely supported every step of the way, even when the path ahead seems unclear. As you delve deeper into this new chapter, you will find that your connection to the divine strengthens. Your intuition sharpens, your compassion deepens, and your understanding of the interconnectedness of all things becomes more profound. Activities that once seemed ordinary take on new meaning as you perceive their role in the grand tapestry of existence. Your life becomes a living expression of divine love and wisdom, touching others in ways you may never fully realize. Embrace this journey with courage and grace, for it is a path of continuous growth and endless possibilities. Trust in the divine timing of your awakening, and allow yourself to flow with the natural currents of your soul's evolution. You are not alone. The universe conspires with you, offering guidance, synchronicities, and signs to illuminate your way. By embracing the changes and trusting in the divine support that surrounds you, you align yourself with your highest purpose and unlock the limitless potential within. If these signs resonate with you, it is a sacred confirmation that you are being called to fulfill a greater mission. This is your moment to step into your power and embrace the divine purpose that awaits you. Declare your readiness for the second awakening by affirming, "I am ready to awaken to my highest self." Let this declaration be the first step in a journey of limitless love, radiant light, and a profound connection to the divine. As you embrace this transformation, may your light shine brightly for the world, inspiring and illuminating the path for others to follow. You are a chosen one, uniquely equipped to bring hope, healing, and compassion to a world that deeply needs it. The world is waiting for your radiance, now more than ever. Thank you for taking the time to join us on this sacred journey. Your presence here means everything, and we are honored to be part of your awakening. If this message has inspired or uplifted you, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and become part of a community dedicated to spreading love and light. By subscribing, you ensure you won't miss the next steps of this beautiful journey. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, it is clear that this is not just another year on the calendar. It is a turning point, a spiritual milestone, and a moment of profound significance for God's chosen ones. This year marks the end of a cycle and the dawn of a new era, a time of awakening and divine justice. Can you sense it? A stirring in your spirit? A shift in the atmosphere? If you feel God preparing you for something extraordinary, you are not alone. Drop 90099 in the comments below if this message resonates with your heart. This act of faith is a declaration that you are ready to embrace the divine calling God has placed upon you. To all who support this mission through super thanks, may God's blessings overflow in your life. Your faith, encouragement, and generosity are deeply appreciated. Now, let us delve into why 2025 is a year of awakening, a season of divine justice, and what it means for you as one of God's chosen. When you take the digits of 2025 and add them together, the result is 9, a number profoundly symbolic in biblical terms. In Christianity, the number 9 signifies completion, the closing of cycles, and the perfect fulfillment of God's divine plan. It is often associated with justice, judgment, and the ultimate revelation of His will on earth. This makes 2025 a pivotal year, a moment of profound spiritual significance. In this year, illusions will crumble, and the enduring truth of God's sovereignty will shine brighter than ever. It is a time when the faithful, those who have held on to their trust in God despite trials and adversity, will be elevated to positions of spiritual leadership. Their unwavering faith and perseverance will bear fruit as they step into the divine purpose for which they were prepared. Conversely, for the unfaithful, those who rejected the truth and embraced the darkness, this will be a year of reckoning. Choices will have consequences, and divine judgment will separate the righteous from the unrighteous. This is not about punishment, but about God's perfect justice being fulfilled, bringing clarity and restoration. For those who have endured seasons of hardship, take heart. Every trial, every tear, and every moment of struggle was not in vain. Like gold refined in fire, you have been purified and strengthened for a higher calling. You have been prepared for such a time as this, a time to lead, to shine, and to fulfill the purpose God has ordained for you. In 2025, the faithful will rise, and the truth will reign supreme. Every tear you have shed, every heartache you have endured, and every trial you have faced has not been in vain. These moments, though painful, have been part of God's divine plan for your life. They were not meant to destroy you, but to shape and refine you into a vessel perfectly prepared for His purpose. Just as gold must pass through fire to be purified, your struggles have been the refining process necessary to prepare you for the incredible calling God has placed upon your life. Consider the story of Joseph in the Bible. Betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and later imprisoned for a crime he did not commit, Joseph could have felt abandoned and forgotten. Yet, through every trial, God was at work, preparing him for a divine appointment that would change the course of history. When Joseph finally rose to power in Egypt and saved countless lives during a famine, he could see God's hand in his journey. His words in Genesis 50:20 speak volumes. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Like Joseph, the hardships you have endured have been preparing you for a greater purpose. They have forged within you the resilience, wisdom, and spiritual discernment needed to step into this pivotal season of your life. Every trial has strengthened your faith, every setback has taught you perseverance, and every tear has watered the seeds of your divine destiny. Now, as 2025 approaches, know that your preparation was not in vain. Just as Joseph rose to fulfill his calling, so too will you rise to fulfill yours. God's plans for you are unfolding, and your time is near. The year 2025 will mark a profound unveiling, a moment when hidden truths will come to light, and the systems built on deception, manipulation, and corruption will begin to crumble. These are systems that have held influence over humanity for generations, from industries to institutions, and even some religious organizations that have drifted far from God's principles. They will no longer stand unchallenged as God's justice moves across the earth. Luke 12:2-3 assures us, "There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs." This is the promise of divine reckoning, a time when all that was done in secrecy will be revealed for what it truly is. This unveiling is not the end of the world, but the end of an era built on illusions and falsehoods. The masks that people have worn, whether to gain power, deceive others, or hide their true intentions, will fall. Lies that once thrived in darkness will crumble under the light of truth. For many, this will be a time of shock and awakening, as what they once trusted proves to be hollow. Yet for those who walk in the light, this unveiling brings hope and restoration. It serves as a divine separation, distinguishing those who have lived by God's truth from those who have clung to darkness. The truth will reign, and God's justice will prevail. As the foundations of deceit are dismantled, A new era of righteousness, clarity, and divine order will begin to emerge. For the faithful, this is a time to stand firm, for the light will triumph over darkness. The battle of 2025 will not be fought with swords or armies, but within the unseen spiritual realm. It is a confrontation of profound significance, a war between light and darkness, truth and illusion, faith and fear. This battle is not distant or abstract. It begins within the depths of your own heart and mind, where choices are made and convictions are tested. Have you felt the weight of this conflict? Perhaps you've noticed the creeping doubts, the moments of overwhelming fatigue, or the emotional strain that seems to come from nowhere. These experiences are not mere coincidences. They are evidence of the spiritual battle raging around you. The enemy knows your potential, your divine calling, and the light you carry. His mission is clear: to distract, discourage, and derail you before you step into the purpose God has set before you. But do not be afraid. Jesus offers us this assurance in John 16:33. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. You are not fighting this battle alone. God has equipped you with spiritual discernment to see through the enemy's lies and deceptions. The very trials you face are refining you, strengthening your spirit, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Each challenge is a tool in God's hands, shaping you into a vessel for His glory. While the enemy seeks to sow confusion, fear, and doubt, you are anchored in the truth of God's promises. As you navigate this spiritual war, remember that your faith is your greatest weapon, and the victory has already been won through Christ. You are being prepared step by step to fulfill the mission for which you were chosen. Take heart and press on. The light within you is destined to overcome the darkness. For years, you may have felt invisible, overlooked, or even dismissed by the world around you. Your efforts went unnoticed and your struggles seemed to be in vain. Yet, in the silence and stillness, God has been at work. He has been preparing you in the quiet, hidden places, shaping your character and refining your spirit for the purpose He has ordained. Like David, who was anointed as king while tending sheep in the fields, your season of preparation has not been wasted. The world may not have seen your potential, but God did. Every moment in the wilderness has been part of His divine plan. The year 2025 marks the beginning of a new season, a time when the humble will be exalted. As Jesus says in Matthew 20:16, "So the last will be first, and the first will be last." This divine reversal is a testimony to God's justice and faithfulness. While the world may have valued power, wealth, and prestige, God values humility, obedience, and unwavering faith. He is elevating those who remained steadfast, those who trusted Him through trials and disappointments, and those who chose faith over fear. Your time to step into leadership is near. But this leadership is not about status or recognition. It is about service, influence, and guiding others toward God's truth. Like David, who went from shepherd to king, your preparation was essential for the role you are about to embrace. Remember, God has not forgotten you. He has been preparing you for such a time as this. The trials you endured in secret will soon bear fruit in the open. Stand firm, for your season of elevation is here, and your faithfulness will be rewarded. Leadership in God's kingdom stands in stark contrast to the world's definition of authority. It is not about power, prestige, or position, but about service, humility, and love. Jesus, the perfect model of godly leadership, demonstrated this when He took the role of a servant and washed the feet of His disciples. In John 13:1-17, He shows us that true greatness lies in the willingness to serve others, even in the most humbling ways. Through this act, He taught that leadership is not about being above others, but about lifting them up. As one of God's chosen, you are called to embody this example. Your leadership is not meant to dominate, but to guide, inspire, and nurture. It requires grace, to lead with compassion even when faced with challenges, patience, to walk alongside others as they grow in faith, and unwavering faith, to trust in God's plan even when the path is unclear. Your mission is profound, to be a beacon of hope, shining God's light into the dark corners of a hurting world. Many are lost, burdened by fear, confusion, and despair. As a leader, you are called to lead them out of darkness and into the truth of God's unfailing love. This is not an easy task. It requires humility, resilience, and a heart aligned with God's will. But remember, you do not walk this path alone. God has equipped you with the wisdom, strength, and discernment needed to fulfill this mission. By following Christ's example of servant leadership, you will not only transform the lives of those you guide, but also reflect the glory of God's kingdom in all you do. Your leadership is a sacred calling. Embrace it with humility and courage. Faith is the unshakable foundation that will sustain you through the trials and uncertainties of 2025. It is the anchor that steadies your soul when the storms of life rage, keeping you grounded in God's promises when the world around you feels unstable. Without faith, fear and doubt can quickly take root, but with faith, you can stand firm, knowing that you are held securely by God's unchanging hand. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This is the call to place your trust fully in God, even when circumstances don't make sense. Human understanding is limited, but God's wisdom is infinite. He sees what we cannot and orchestrates every detail of our lives according to His perfect plan. When fear begins to creep in, threatening to overwhelm your spirit, remember that God is always in control. Every delay you encounter, every closed door, and even every unexpected detour is part of His divine purpose. These moments, though frustrating, are not signs of abandonment, but of preparation. Isaiah 41:10 offers this powerful reassurance. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." God's strength is made perfect in your weakness, and His presence will guide you through every challenge. Trust in Him, not just with your words, but with your whole heart. As you lean into His promises, you will find the peace and strength to face whatever lies ahead. Faith is your anchor, your refuge, and your source of courage. Hold on tightly, for God will never let you go. The institutions that once seemed untouchable, major corporations, media empires, and other systems built on deceit and corruption, are now beginning to falter. Their once solid foundations are cracking under the weight of their own dishonesty and greed. What may seem like chaos to the world is, in truth, a sign of God's justice unfolding. These systems, which have perpetuated lies and exploited the vulnerable, can no longer sustain themselves. Their fall is not random, but a reflection of divine intervention, aligning the world closer to God's righteous order. Proverbs 21:15 captures this perfectly. "When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to evildoers." For the faithful, this is a time of hope and vindication, a moment when God's truth begins to shine through the darkness that has overshadowed humanity for so long. For the evildoers, however, it is a time of reckoning, as the consequences of their actions come to light. This is a moment of divine correction, a necessary restoration of balance in a world that has long been skewed by greed, pride, and injustice. It is a reminder that God's justice is not about revenge, but about setting things right. The faithful, those who have remained steadfast in truth and integrity, will witness this dismantling as a testament to God's sovereignty and faithfulness. As these institutions crumble, it is also a call for the chosen ones to rise. In the void left by the fall of corrupt systems, God is raising up leaders who walk in humility, righteousness, and truth. This is the restoration of God's order, a time when His justice will prevail, and His truth will lead the way forward. Stay steadfast, for His plan is unfolding, and the faithful will rejoice in the fulfillment of his promises. As the year 2025 draws near, it is time to prepare your heart and spirit for the new season that lies ahead. This is not merely a turning of the calendar, but a profound moment of spiritual awakening and divine purpose. To step into this new season, you must first release the burdens of the past, those weights of resentment, fear, and doubt that no longer serve God's plan for your life. These burdens, though familiar, can hinder the work God desires to do in and through you. Letting them go is an act of faith, trusting that what lies ahead is far greater than what you leave behind. Galatians 6:7-9 offers a powerful reminder. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. This is a season to reflect on what you have been sowing. Have your actions, thoughts, and attitudes been aligned with God's Spirit, or have they been driven by fear, pride, or the desires of the flesh? The choices you make now will determine the harvest you reap in the coming season. To make room for the new things God wants to do, you must align your heart with His will. Surrender your fears, forgive those who have wronged you, and trust in God's ability to transform your life. This act of preparation is not passive. It is an active pursuit of His presence, a commitment to walking in obedience and faith. As you prepare, know that God is faithful. He sees the seeds you have sown in faith and perseverance, and He promises a harvest of eternal significance. Step forward with courage, leaving behind the past and embracing the abundant life He has in store for you. 2025 is the year of your awakening. It is a year of truth, justice, and divine order. You have been prepared for this moment, chosen to lead with humility, courage, and unwavering faith. The world is watching, but God is in control. As the masks fall and the truth is revealed, stand firm in your faith. Remember that God's light will always overcome the darkness. The trials you have faced were not in vain. They were preparing you for this season of leadership. So rise, chosen one. Your time has come. Lead with love, walk in truth, and shine God's light into a world desperate for hope and redemption. May 2025 be the year of your breakthrough, your awakening, and your ultimate victory in Christ. Stay blessed and keep shining. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with others who need encouragement and hope. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Join our growing community as we walk this journey of faith and prepare for the incredible things God has in store for us in 2025 and beyond. Let us spread this message of hope and awakening together.